Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Ahmed Abrar Mola Qureshi, and today is the fourth lecture of AS level economics. Previously studied the specialization in economy and the division of labor as well. Moreover, we study the sectors of an economy, that's the primary, secondary, and tertiary sector. Today we'll build upon the division of labor and discuss some examples of division of labor. One example could be a garment factory. That is, in a garment factory, each operative or each labor produces only one part of an item of clothing. Now, this becomes cheaper for the organization and the process becomes quicker. Mass production can be made because these workers become specialized in their tasks, and when they become specialized in their tasks, the output is automatically raised, their productivity is raised. Similarly, the output of the firm is also rises. Moreover, it becomes more cheaper and cost effective for the firm to divide the labor in specific tasks. But there are certain disadvantages of division of labor. For example, it creates dissatisfaction in workforce, like they feel alienated from the whole process of the manufacturing. They may only confine to production only on one part of the garment and may not be part of the whole of the garment. Now, this creates the de-skilling of the employees, and they also get bored by repeatedly doing the same job over and over again, and this routine becomes monotonous for the employees, and therefore their productivity or their interest in production may fall. Now, the modern developed economies have acknowledged this dehumanizing impact of production techniques. That is, they have tried to take measures so that they can counteract boredom. They can increase multi skills in their employees. They can train them. They can move them around various parts of the organizations or factories so that they do not get bored, involved in various activities from time to time. Now we come on to the economic structure of an economy. Economic structure of economy is a way in which the three sectors or the fourth one as well exist in economy. So how the primary sector is performing, how the secondary sector and how the tertiary sector is performing economy, or to what extent they are existing in economy, comprises the economic structure of an economy. Now when you have an economic structure, then you have the resources with you as well. That is, you have land, labor, capital, enterprise. Then you need to have a system of allocation of these resources. Now, to allocate the resources, you need to have an economic system. Now, economic system, there are generally three kinds of economic system present in an economy. The role of the economic system is to allocate the scarce resources in order to satisfy the needs and wants of the people, in order to generate the welfare of the community, in order to promote economic growth in the economy. So, there are usually three kinds of economic systems in an economy. These are the market economy, the planned economy, and the mixed economy. The market economy consists of the private sector, and it is also known as the free market economy or the capitalist economy. The planned economy consists of the government controlled public sector. It is also known as command economy or the socialist economy. Now, the mixed economy is a combination of both public and private sector. It has both qualities of capitalist economy and socialist economy. Now, the market economy, first of all, we will discuss. The market economy consists of the resources, that is land and capital, which have to be allocated by the decisions taken by private sector. Private sector includes the households and the firms. And now these households and the firms, they interact with each other as buyers and sellers. And then when they interact with each other, buyers and sellers, they fix prices which indicate the market value of a product or the resource which is being used. Now, this mechanism may be known as the market mechanism. As the market mechanism, decisions on prices and quantity are taken by the market forces. The market forces are two, which you already know, or I can repeat again if you don't know. Those are demand and supply, that is the buyers and the sellers. So this concept market mechanism has been attributed to Adam Smith, which was a Scottish economist, and he said that the government has restricted part to play in a market economy. The examples of a market economy can be US, United States of America, and Hong Kong, in which most of the decisions are taken by the private sector in order to allocate the resources. There is consumer sovereignty in the market economy, that is, consumers get what they want. Now, after that, we discussed the planned economy, that is, planned economic system. The planned economic system consists of the government, that is, the government has a central role in all decisions to allocate the resources, that is, scarce resources, land and capital. Then there are central planners who determine the collective preferences of the consumers and also of the firms. Then the economic logic in such kind of a system is in the Marxian criticism of market economy. That is, Karl Marx was an economist who criticized the market economy, and his particular objection was of class conflict in a market economy. That means he believed that there are two classes present in a market economy, in which there is a wealthy class who is the industrious class, and there is a working class who works in the organization and works for their production. And there is a wide gap between the ruling class and the working class. So the wealthy class and the working class have a lot of difference between them. There is a lot of wealth gap in them. He was also critical of the built-in unemployment in the market economic system. For example, he said that in market economic system there is a trend to replace labor with machines, which creates unemployment. Now, under planned economy, unemployment is not a problem because the government is responsible to provide employment to all of its members in the society. So, then Marx was also concerned about the concentration of resources in monopolistic industrial owners and commercial organizations. Now, if resources are concentrated in few hands, obviously those few hands will become very rich, and then other people will get exploited by their hands. They will not be paying them enough money to survive, and they may have to do work overtime, or maybe they are paid, they may not be getting very high wages. Few of them may be getting high wages. So this monopolistic industrial units or industrial owners, they create kind of monopoly. They do not let others come into the business. They have control over the resources, and they corrupt the environment by taking control over the resources. So market working, where there should be opportunity for everybody to come and buy and sell things, but these monopolist industrials corrupt the environment and don't let others enter in the market and survive. Now, these big industries and commercial organizations can also exert pressure on the governments, and the government's decisions may be affected by their pressure because they have a lot of control over the resources, and government takes taxes from them, is also dependent upon the decisions taken by them. So government may be pressurized by this private sector to work to their benefit. Now, the economists, after analyzing the Marx criticisms, have concluded that the Marx criticisms have been excessive, and there's not that much of market control over the resources. The government can also play a role and keep the resources in their hands to help that section of the society which is underprivileged, or maybe not working to their potential, or maybe not getting the opportunities which they should get in order to survive. So, the market economic system, the difference between market economic system and the planned economic system is that the main difference that market economic system, it is based on the private sector decisions of allocation of resources, and that of the planned economic system, the decisions of allocating the resources is taken by the government or the public sector. So there's centralization in the planned economy, whereas there's private sovereignty, private ownership in the private ownership in the market economic system, and there's consumer sovereignty in the market economic system. So next lecture we'll continue with something more about planned economy, and then we'll move on to the mixed economy. And till then, take care. Inshallah, we'll meet in the next lecture again. Assalamu alaikum.